What's up YouTube? I'm Megatron2180 and this is my review of the Mafex Bane KNIGHTFALL. This figure was released in mid-2024 and got a reissue in October 2025, which is when I bought this bad boy here. This Bane figure is an adaptation of the comic book storyline known as KNIGHTFALL. In 1993, not long after the famous death of Superman, DC Comics launched a story meant to break its other most famous hero, Batman. It's in this story that the villain Bane is introduced, an extremely muscular man who wears a luchador-style mask and a very revealing black outfit. Bane was born inside a prison in the Caribbean on the fictional island of Santa Prisca. His mother was pregnant by an international revolutionary, and because of that, both she and the child had to pay for that man's crimes. Grown up surrounded by so much violence, Bane became a dangerous and highly capable individual. He trained, studied, and fought other inmates daily, always with one goal in mind: to escape that place and fulfill the vision he had as a boy, in which he defeated his rival, the Bat. After surviving an experiment that enhanced his strength, endurance, and senses through a drug called Venom, Bane, along with his subordinates, takes control of the prison and escapes to Gotham City to face Batman. Once on American soil, Bane devises a plan to free all the inmates from Arkham Asylum and flood Gotham City with supercriminals. The goal is to exhaust the Dark Knight physically and mentally, making him more vulnerable to a direct attack from the supervillain. Well, if any of you have seen that image, I imagine you already know how the story ends. Back to the figure, it's in 1/12 scale, like other Mafex figures, and just like the other recent DC releases, it's considered an item based on a specific comic storyline, in this case, KNIGHTFALL. It's interesting how Medicom separates the DC lines into collections like Hush, The Dark Knight, and KNIGHTFALL. In the Marvel segment, this doesn't happen as often. Most releases are simply labeled Marvel, without clearly indicating that they're based on specific creators or story arcs. Besides this Bane, the KNIGHTFALL line has already released Azrael Batman, first figure, the Blue Suit Batman, and the Black Suit Batman, the latter having had more limited distribution. First impressions of this guy are great. He's absolutely massive, very wide, extremely muscular, and has high quality paint. The muscle shading is very well done and adds a lot to the sculpt, and the application of different finishes, like the variation of blacks between the outfit and the boots, gives the figure a very premium feel. I think his head could be slightly smaller, even though it's very well done, because he's a bit big-headed and maybe a slimmer waist as well. Other than that, he's amazing. What's in the box? Bane, Batman KNIGHTFALL version, action figure Batman Mafex. Bane again, looking very threatening. It's a very beautiful black and red box with the gradient. Batman, the 90s logo. Medicom. DC. Bane looking angry and all that. Batman on the top again. Bane with the bodybuilding pose on the side. Mafex 216. All the informations, poses you can do, and accessories. Batman again, the KNIGHTFALL version as well, the blue version. And that's it. Bane doesn't come with many accessories compared to other figures I've reviewed on the channel, but he has enough items to create distinct and satisfying poses. He comes with a pair of fists, a pair of open hands, a pair of pointing hands, a pair of gripping hands, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of clapping hands, a neutral face, an angry expression face, and the traditional Mafex acrylic sand. This Bane is, without a doubt, the biggest Mafex figure in my collection. According to the box, he stands 19 centimeters tall, which is about 7.5 inches, roughly 3 centimeters taller than a standard figure in the line. Let's take a look at Bane next to some other characters from my collection. Here's Bane next to the Mafex Batman and Superman Hush. Here's Bane next to the Mafex Joker and Nightwing Hush. Here's Bane next to the Mafex Carnage and Spider-Man. Here's Bane next to the Marvel Legends Modular Iron Man and Nightcrawler. Here's Bane next to the Mass Toys Symbiote Spider-Man and the CT Toys Batman Torso. And finally, and most importantly, Bane next to Lego Batman and Spider-Man. Let's take a look at Bane's articulation. Alrighty, he can look up. The hose impedes a bit. He can look down. He can lift his arm 90 degrees. He can rotate his biceps, double jointed elbows past 90 degrees. Typical Mafex wrist articulation, a ball hinge. He has butterfly joints. He can touch his hands in front of his body. You have to be a little careful with this hose because it might break. Touching his hands. He can crunch forward that much with both up and lower articulation. He can go backwards very far, but he has a little bit of a pregnant belly, but it's not that big of a deal. He can kick forward a lot, do the splits. Has a drop down hinge, double jointed knees, and his ankle articulation is a bit different. You go forward, backwards, to the side, but let me show you. I'm gonna pop it apart. So his articulation is, his ankle articulation is actually a ball joint. It's not a hinge like the wrists and the other Mafex releases. And that's about it. He has very good articulation, very good range in general. He has toe articulation, and that's it. What can I say is this: if you can buy this figure, go for it. Cost between $70 and $100. Possibly this is the best figure in my collection in terms of quality of material. I believe it only competes for that spot with the Joker. On top of that, just the size and the bulk alone make the figure impressive. This guy is an absolute beast. The coolest part is that he poses just as well as my other figures, with the exception of the ankles. Other than that, all the articulation points have very good range, and the softer groin piece is an excellent feature. This is the kind of figure that stands out on the shelf. It guides your eye and grabs your attention. The guy is another level. Buy it. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.